Good morning, Chair Esquivel and members of the board. My name is Gloria Alonso Cruz. I am the Environmental Justice Advocacy Coordinator with Little Manila Rising, or LMR. Though LMR's roots are in historical preservation, revisiting our history and applying a critical approach has been essential to understand and seek to remedy the inequities that we experience today. We see these as the result of the continuous delivery of discriminatory policies that shape the system, the land, and our livelihoods. It is with this sentiment in mind that I share the following in hopes of speaking for those that have come before me and those that are still with us fighting for the protections of the Bay Delta, as this is a large scale protection against discrimination and inequality. I want to acknowledge that the Water Board has repeatedly emphasized its commitment to racial equity. The impacts that our communities are forced to live with are a result of discriminatory policies that this board did not contribute to, but you did inherit. This board now has the opportunity to right these historical wrongs. However, the board's continued consideration of the VA process perpetuates the discriminatory practices that laid the foundation for California's water management system. The VAs are an inherently flawed process that cannot be amended to accomplish the water board's responsibilities, nor advance the board's commitment to advance racial justice, undermining the advancements the Water Board has made through its Racial Equity Action Plan. The voluntary agreements are privately negotiated agreements exploiting a public resource to the detriment of the community. Despite claims made in 2018, the voluntary agreements program is incomplete, has failed to engage critical stakeholders, and perpetuates discrimination by neglecting to educate, inform, and engage the community. The VA party's only accomplishment has been to further delay the update to outdated water quality standards and attempt to gain authority from the Water Board to profit off a public resource at the cost of the public. During the 8 years that the voluntary agreements will be in place, the estuary could be overrun with HABs should drought conditions return, and the fisheries will fully collapse. A numeric HAB standard, or harmful algae bloom standard, must be developed for both recreational and drinking water impacts following the US EPA's 2019 standards. We urge the board to use the best available science related to flows in the present by which to set numeric standards for public health protection. We need adequate freshwater flows, not experiments to address our immediate public health risks first, and then expanded research to develop advanced mitigation strategies for harmful algae blooms. This is the correct order to solve challenges. Lastly, I want to remind the board that the communities we served aren't here today because they are keeping food on the table and a roof over their heads, and it is not usual for them to have this type of occupational privilege. They place trust in us to advocate in their best interest and in you to protect water quality and resources. Thank you for the opportunity to comment.